Hey guys, welcome back to another Gear Pro 101. Thank you, Jordan, for your question. Jordan's got a handful of items for his Warhammers, wondering how we would use them in conjunction with his Warhammer. So we're going to start off with the accessory he has, which is the tactical weapon scabbard. He also kind of asked about the positioning of it. That's kind of more ideal. So I think the higher up you can get it, the better. It'll get it higher up on your back and you have less of the bottom section of the scabbard sticking out. So basically you can utilize all of this molly here and then even utilize this last strip down here. And so I would have it lined up here and then the Warhammer here, just like our other packs, has a way for you to get behind this hood pocket for that tactical weapon scabbard. And so I would be positioning it. You have this up here. And like I said, I'm lining this last row of molly with this last row of molly, which would be about right there. So this is going to be how it sits on that Warhammer as far as where that scabbard's going to be. It's going to be sticking up above that hood pocket a little bit, but now your bottom section isn't sticking out much. Now the other items that he has is a bat wing, one of our 6,700 cubic inch dry bags, and then a padded accessory pouch. And so the next thing I'll talk about is that padded accessory pouch, because that's going to remain the same regardless of what he has zipped in between him. And so I always recommend when people call in, what accessory should I add to my pack? A large or small pad accessory pouch is always on that list for me, just because you're always going to want to have some items that are a little more quick access to yourself. This is one of our multi-packs here, a little bigger than the large pad accessory pouch, but I want to show you kind of the largest size that you can put on your hip belt here. And so you can even put something as big as this multi-pack across the molly of your hip belt. But then I would just utilize, if you're left-handed, have it on the left hip belt. If you're right-handed, have it on the right side of the hip belt. But this is great for, hunting application, windicator, rangefinder, kestrel, extra ammo, you name it. For military rucking, good for compass, good for extra snacks, etc. And so now he's got the bat wing and the dry bag. So there's not really a whole lot of use of using these two things at the same time. So for your shorter trips where you just need a little extra room from your two side pouches on the Warhammer, that is when I would be taking one of our bat wings. I would be zipping it in between these two, just to add a third one in the middle, just if I'm a little short on that space. But then if you're going on a longer style ruck, or you just have a lot more gear on this particular trip, that's when I'm taking out this big 6,700 cubic inch dry bag, and that is when I would be zipping it in between the two wings here. Now this will create a cavity between your scabbard and the dry bag, but the nice part is this dry bag will puff up enough if you have it filled to where it will fill that back section, or you can utilize that back cavity as a quick stuff section for extra clothing you might be taking off during the hike. So that's how I would do this setup with the Warhammer, Jordan. Thank you again for your question. If any of you guys have more questions about pack loadouts that need a better visual representation, feel free to email us at customerservice@everlystock.com.